Hey, what's up you guys? So one of my favorite things to do is doing very detailed one-layer stencils. And they're mostly of like animals or of like bearded men, anything with a bunch of hair and very like detailed stuff. So a couple years ago I met this guy online named Zane, and I thought he would be the perfect model for me to do these one-layer stencils. So I've used him a couple of times, and he's actually a really good musician rapper, and I became a fan of his music. I've actually used one of his songs in one of my videos before, and I'm going to be using it in this video as well. And you guys should totally check him out. He's an amazing artist. His link will be in the description down below. So I've known Zane for a couple of years now, and I just finally met him back in October, and we both ended up running into each other at Comic-Con in Los Angeles. Just recently again, asked him if he would like to be my model again. He said yes, and I gave him like a weird request this time. I asked him if he could like make his hair super messy this time for me, just so I could have a challenge. So of course he sent me a bunch of photos through my email, and I looked through them, and it wasn't until this point that I kind of realized that I have a very weird job. I picked out a photo that I really liked and recreated it into a stencil. So I really hope you guys enjoy the video.
The fountain surrounded. I wonder how we let it happen. No clothes, all exposed in the ashes. I suppose I could guess how we thought best dress was the beating of your chest, and it makes sense. But I'm teaching people how to reconnect, demons how to find a deeper meaning so they keep in check. We keep on sleeping on the verge, and we're failing to observe how we turn hurt back into our nerves. If we're determined, then we'll make it right. Shed your epidermis earlier and breathing light. So why fight it when you're sitting in it? Let me in. The ravens rapping on your cabin door and getting thin. Gotta find your grip instead of nevermore. How about a way to do the math without the metaphor? Fix them up with sutures, they suture. It's par for the future. The human pursuit of these scars won't consume ya. So put your meaning where your mouth is. Meaning where your mouth is. Meaning where your mouth is. Shed it from the mountains. Working with your prowess, stay grounded. Like water dripping from the fountain surrounded. So put your meaning where your mouth is. Meaning where your mouth is. Meaning where your mouth is. Shed it from the mountains. Working with your prowess, stay grounded. Like water dripping from the fountain surrounded. Just open wide like a butterfly. Don't put me in a cocoon and sing me lullabies. I'm alive, I'm leaping up at this womb. I see my mother's eyes running from the clock in the tomb. Give me another try. I'm not a victim of chance. I choose to venture in the center with a book in my hand. I'm writing passages, action packing my stance, fighting savages. Dimmer than the darkest of night. Rip off these bandages. So put your meaning where your mouth is. Meaning where your mouth is. Meaning where your mouth is. Shed it from the mountains. Working with your prowess, stay grounded. Like water dripping from the fountain surrounded. So put your meaning where your mouth is. Meaning where your mouth is. Meaning where your mouth is. Shed it from the mountains. Working with your prowess, stay grounded. Like water dripping from the fountain surrounded. I wonder how we let it happen. No clothes, all exposed in the ashes. I suppose I could guess how we thought best dress was the beating of your chest, and it makes sense. But I'm teaching people how to reconnect, demons how to find a deeper meaning so they keep